The fact that Theo and Lizzy are still having their tumultuous affair is hardly shocking given how the Buccaneers Season 2, Episode 4 concluded. Everything is thrown off when Nan returns from Italy so suddenly, and it's obvious that Nan will eventually discover that Lizzy is having an affair with her husband. You must retrieve that jewelry from the steps. Nan gives Theo the whole truth when she gets back. The only reason she returned was to help pass the bill that would allow Ginny some independence. She and Theo are free to part ways after that. They won't live together, but they also won't make their breakup public. Theo would really appreciate it since it would allow him to have Lizzy as well. Maybe he can't, though, because Lizzy knows she doesn't want to be a secret mistress after learning that she will become one. At least she will have stability if she marries Hector. Therefore, she chooses to get married to Hector despite her doubts about it. Ethereal scenes of Theo and Lizzy's love story developing over days or weeks, which they did not definitively reveal, introduced the episode. However, it was clear that they were in love. Theo even asked Lizzy not to wed Hector after confessing his feelings. Perplexed, Nan goes back to the castle and suggests to a shocked Theo that they remain wed until she can make sure Ginny gets back to London safely. I think this is a weak and ambiguous plot because Ginny was unconcerned about visiting Lord Seadown in secret in Italy and nearly falling for his false promises once more. Guy, poor Guy, at last finds someone who truly wants to be in his life for more than a night. It's a blossoming new love story that has caught my attention, and he enjoys the nicest time with Paloma. They're new, matched, and authentic. Confused, Nan returns to the castle and proposes to a startled Theo that they stay married until she can ensure Ginny returns to London without incident. Ginny was unconcerned about going to see Lord Seadown in secret in Italy and almost falling for his false promises again, which is why I believe this to be a weak and unclear narrative. Finally, Guy, poor Guy, finds someone who genuinely wants to spend more than a night in his life. I'm interested in this new romance that is growing, and he having the best time with Paloma. They are genuine, matched, and new. Two significant revelations are made toward the end of the episode. Paloma finds a ring on her finger as she is leaving Guy after having a lovely time together, proving that they were married while intoxicated, like Ross and Rachel. When Theo had an epiphany and rushes to the chapel where Lizzy is getting married, that is the second, more crucial event. Their gazes lock as he approaches the doorway, and she trembles as she asks her kids to wait a moment before she goes inside the church. She is asked by Theo not to wed Hector. Do not misinterpret, he is not suggesting that she wed him instead. He is merely there to advise her to wait for a love that can provide her with both recognition and fire, rather than selecting one of the two options.